Wake up the vibe, let it flow, let it shine. Feel the rhythm, the heartbeat, the climb. We're moving, we're grooving. We're just living, learning, growing. Here for the journey, unfiltered. We're just living, learning, growing. Here for the journey, unfiltered.
Hey y'all, welcome to Here for the Journey Unfiltered. I'm your host, Denarian Lewis, and this is where we share real millennial stories of growth, grace, and figuring it out, one unfiltered conversation at a time. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Here for the Journey Unfiltered podcast. I'm your host, Denarian Lewis, and I hope you're doing well, and I mean that. And if you're not doing well, we're going to turn that around by the end of this episode. I promise you that. Before we go any further in this episode, I just want to give you guys a shout out. Thank you for all of the love. Thank you for all of the likes. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the DMs. Thank you for the comments. You guys literally made my heart smile to see that you all are excited for this journey and we're literally making a village. That makes me happy. And a special shout out to my mom, who was my very first guest. If y'all have not listened to the episode, pause this one, go back to that one, and come back. Our conversation literally, I was smiling the whole time talking to my mom. So we're going to have her back. But on today's episode, it's going to be a good time because I have two of my favorite people here, and they are literally my friends, my dearest friends, my close friends. We have been friends since high school, and I treasure these two because I don't have any, let's say, childhood friends, because I moved to Ohio when I was in the 7th grade. And so I didn't really start making friends until high school. I don't really talk to any of the people that I grew up with in Alabama. So these two ladies, they have been through it all with me. High school, college, adulthood. So we're going to get into it. But before we get into it, let's do our check-in point, where I get real about my week, the highs, the lows, and all the unfiltered in-betweens. First, I want to reflect on my birthday. Thank y'all for the birthday wishes. But I am a very self-reflective person, and I'm not sure if there's any other people that are like this as well, but people were sending me text messages, people were calling me, people were doing all the things that you should do for one's birthday. And I enjoyed that, even though I took a nap for about 2 hours that day, in the middle of the day, and I had my phone on Do Not Disturb. But then people started asking for my Cash App. People was asking, do I have Apple Pay? People wanted to get me lunch and dinner. And that's amazing. And I found myself saying, no, you guys don't have to do that. Like, you calling me is enough. And I had to stop myself at one point because I realized I am a giver who does not like to receive. And I'm not sure if there's other people that are out there that are similar like that. I want to understand why I did that. I need to talk to my therapist or something. But when it comes to receiving things, I don't know why my body reacts in a weird way to that. I'm not sure why it makes me uncomfortable sometimes. What trips me out about it is that I'm a giver. Like, I will give the person the clothes off of my back. I will go above and beyond for other people. And my friends get mad at me because they want to do stuff for me all the time. And I'm like, no, you guys, I got it. I don't know. Yes, being independent is amazing, but being hyper independent is insane. And I am challenging myself to make space to receive. That is my goal ongoing. It's to literally challenge myself to receive. It is not fair to the people around me that I can give to them, but when they want to pour back into me, I'm like, no, you guys, no, it's okay. Like, that does not negate the fact that I give with a cheerful heart, that I give with no intentions to get back. It does not negate that. So I just need to get better at receiving. So I need for y'all to hold me accountable for that. I'm going to hold myself accountable for it. My friends are going to hold me accountable for it. And it's going to be a good time. Something else I noticed. As I'm aging, I realized that I don't like grocery stores. But I also don't like to DoorDash and Instacart. Well, I do DoorDash and Uber, like food and stuff. But actually getting groceries sent to me, I don't like to do. A, because they up those prices, and B, I don't trust everybody picking out my food. Okay, I need the good bananas. I need like the good apples. I need the good piece of steak. Okay, grocery stores irritate the hell out of me, and there's no way around it. And the reason why it irritates me is because people be in these stores like they are the only people that are in the stores. Okay, maybe I need to check myself, because I do be in the store on a mission. I be walking fast, trying to I know where everything's at in my local grocery store because I shop there all the time. So I don't need to skim the aisles. I know what I want. Move out of my way. And to the people that literally leave your cart in the middle of the way so no one can get through, you're crazy. You are not the only person inside of this here grocery store. I got annoyed today when I was in the grocery store, and the grocery store wasn't even packed. But the fact that people walk like there's nobody behind them, or they're in front of things, or I don't know. I just have a very specific way of shopping, and I think everybody else should come accustomed. If I am in a busy aisle, I will leave my cart somewhere where no one else is at. That may be in the middle of the store. I don't know. And I'll just go to that aisle, get what I need, place the things back in my cart. I don't know. But y'all need to realize that y'all are not the only people. And that's the thing for today. Those are my 2 reflection moments. I'm trying to think if I got something else. No, I think, actually I do, y'all. I think I'm in a season of burnout. I'm not sure how many people are in a season of burnout, and I'm gonna dedicate a whole episode to this. But you know, we grew up with our grandparents. They worked, and they did not really complain about it. They just worked. Whether they were happy with their job, whether they were not happy with their job, they just worked. And they were trained to continue working no matter how tired you are. And in our generation, we believe in a healthy work-life balance. But I believe I'm in a season of burnout. And in the next year, I'm going to be very intentional about pouring back into myself. Yes, I need a job to work. Yes, I need a job to pay my bills, because who else is going to pay it? But I refuse to give a job more than what I give myself, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I have so many ideas. I have so many endeavors I want to do. I have so many business ideas. But about time I'm done doing for everyone else, not just job, but everyone else, I don't have time to pour into those spaces for myself, to pour in those business ideas, to pour into being a good artist manager, to pour into my entrepreneurial stuff. I don't have the energy because I spent so much energy doing for other people, and I'm burnt out. Y'all, when I come home, I don't even like to talk on the phone. No one come visit me. No one talk to me. I don't like it. And so in the next upcoming months, especially in this transition of moving and transitioning jobs, I'm not working for 2 months. I'm taking 2 months just to regroup, because I need to. I don't want to enter this new season in a space of burnout. So I'm challenging myself to be more cautious of that. And I'm also challenging you guys to pour back into yourself. Don't overgive to things and places and work where you don't have anything to pour back into the things that you want to do. All right, y'all? Now, we're going to get into the interview with my 2 friends, Gabby and Jasmine. But prior to that, we're going to go into a short commercial break, all right? And we will be back on the Here for the Journey Unfiltered podcast. Hey, y'all, it's Denarian from Here for the Journey Unfiltered. Every Monday, we're getting real about life, the growth, the grace, and the moments we're still figuring out. Each week, I sit down with friends and guests who are navigating their own paths, sharing the highs, lows, and the lessons along the way. So wherever you listen to podcasts, make sure you follow Here for the Journey Unfiltered and join the conversation. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at denarian.lewis and the podcast page at Here for the Journey Podcast. Because we may not have it all figured out, but we're here for the journey. All right, y'all, we are back at the Here for the Journey Unfiltered Podcast, and I'm your host, Denarian Lewis. Y'all, it's time. I have two of my dearest, my closest friends here, and we're going to talk about our life. We're going to talk about our friendship. Let's just talk about whatever. I don't know where this is going to go, but we're just going to go with the journey, all right? I have Gabby and Jasmine. Hey, y'all.
Hey, meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow.
What is going on? This is exciting to be recording a podcast in my living room.
Yes.
How's your
and it's
baby?
set up so good, y'all. I wish y'all could see this. It's set up great.
Yeah.
You know, when I get my actual podcast studio and we're going to manifest that, we're going to
Yes, we
have
are.
couches, beverages.
Yes, in Jesus' name.
Black car service, all
Yeah.
that.
All that.
So y'all, this is Unfiltered, and as I said earlier in my intro, I don't have like any childhood friends prior to 7th grade because of my transition to Ohio. So these are literally the two ladies that have known me since high school, college,
Yeah.
brokenness, still brokenness,
okay.
highs, lows, and all the in-betweens.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's go back to high school. All right. So, I think I met Gabby prior to you, Jasmine. Can y'all recall how we met?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
This is my favorite story. All right, y'all?
Oh,
Because Denarian was a little bit of a hater in the beginning.
that is not true. That is not true.
Okay, so like he said, we met in high school. We had choir together. And so Denarian is a year older than Jasmine and I. And so
I'm the eldest.
Oh, okay, not
The
too
elder.
much. Not too much. Okay.
They're elderly.
But we had choir. So I had freshman choir and he had mixed ensemble and also were you in men's chorus too? I mean that doesn't matter.
Allegedly, but
okay.
yeah. Allegedly.
Okay.
Did I do any dancing or singing?
Probably
Absolutely
not.
No.
But okay, so our choir teacher, Miss Hill, who we absolutely love to this day. If you're listening, Miss Hill, I don't know how, but if you are,
Shout out to
we
her.
love you, okay? But she invited the freshmen to come sing at one of the one of the many things that she had us doing.
And before we go any further, all of this is a lie. Go ahead.
It's not a lie.
Oh, this is
Okay,
a lie.
it's not a lie. It's not a lie. And so, in order to do that, the freshmen that she chose, we had to go to one of mixed ensembles rehearsals, which of course was during school. And so I just remember us walking in and she was just like, these are the freshmen. They're going to be singing with us I really wish I could remember which event that was, but to this event and whatever. And so I'm just looking around the room, just a little shy, timid freshman. And then I lay my eyes on Denarian.
It was love at first.
And not too much. We're going to get into that. We're going to get
Not
into
love at
that.
first
Lay
sight.
my eyes on. That's what I know. But okay, so I'm like scanning the room, right? I lay my eyes on Denarian if we're gonna use that term. And he says, "Oh, well, they must can really sing if she's bringing them in as freshmen." And I'm thinking, like, who is this guy? Like,
First of all,
where did you come from? Who are you?
I don't think I really said that.
Okay.
Because here's the thing.
Okay.
I wasn't even singing in mixed ensemble. I was barely knowing my notes. So for me, the haze of freshman is
crazy.
insane. That's very insane. But it sounds on brand. It does sound on
Okay.
brand.
Definitely something you would say.
Okay, listeners, it's very on brand, all right?
And we're going to get into a little Jazz's little shady comment in a minute, Miss. So how did y'all meet? I don't think I ever asked y'all how did
We
y'all
definitely
meet?
met in choir,
Yeah.
like freshman year, but
Yeah.
maybe or
Sophomore
gospel
year.
Yeah, gospel
Yeah.
choir, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I was in
Yeah.
women's course.
Right.
But you
I don't
wasn't
know.
in-
We just
we
met.
don't know.
But
we don't
were you in
know.
women's chorus too?
Yeah, it wasn't like we met and then from there we started being friends. Like we just always knew each other.
We didn't get close till senior year.
Yeah, we didn't get close until like senior year.
You didn't
but
know
we
that?
always
I
knew.
didn't know that. If y'all could see my face.
Well, maybe junior year, because then we go to Cedar Point.
We went to Cedar Point and I tried to hook you up with somebody on the bus.
That was junior. Yeah, that was junior, and y'all was. Oh, okay, let me not get too far ahead of the pro. But I'm gonna, we just always like knew of each other, and then junior year is when we like, because I was in. What was that? Gospel?
Yeah, it's probably gospel choir.
Yeah.
And then I remember we did the little Michael Jackson tribute, like all that stuff is when like I started like being more involved in like the arts and stuff. But the first time, I don't know when I have the worst memory, but I remember my first encounter with Denarian was he was in a play, and it was the one where we had to go to all the rooms and he was acting like Medea or something.
It was the Color Museum. So in high school, you guys, I was in musicals, I was in plays, I was mostly in the student director role, but there was a time I had to act. When there wasn't any more cast members, I had to just act, and it was the Color Museum, and it was like different scenes in different places, so you like had to travel to different places inside of the school, and they put me as Medea. And I was thinking about that show the other day because the way I improv and Harms got pissed at me at one of the things I was improv. Like, I think I was making like the little boobies bounce and stuff. I don't know why.
That's so inappropriate. That's so inappropriate for high school.
But it's what I saw Tyler Perry do. So why
This is
not?
true. So Tyler, if you're listening,
I'm not.
You're the inspiration.
Yeah. So that's when I do recall we was on Cedar Point to a choir competition. Were we dating at this point?
Yes, y'all were.
We had to.
Or y'all were kind of like, because it was.
No.
You went to his prom.
But that would put Denarian as a senior. You weren't a senior yet when we went to Cedar Point.
Oh, so maybe that was sophomore year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it was
junior
sophomore year.
I do remember we were right on that bus.
Yeah.
And I think we was, we had to be dating. No, because we could have had to be dating because I was crushing on another female. I don't know why I was crushing on all these women knowing I was gay. I don't know.
Now he was cheating on you. Now he was cheating on you.
But I do remember.
Who was the other woman?
I need to know.
I don't remember.
I feel like remember. I kind of can assume.
It was not Taylor.
Oh, okay.
No. That came later. But
that came later. Later as in when y'all was together, or later as in after?
No, prior.
Clock that T.
Okay.
This is messy.
Get that timeline together.
Anywho, back to Jasmine. I remember, when I meet people and I feel comfortable, I am very much like, I've known you for a long time.
Yeah.
And there was this guy that me and Jasmine, we're not going to say his name.
Ew.
But he's doing well for himself.
I don't even know. I don't remember his name.
But, girl, say this all the time. They were whispering, and if the mic can't hear. We can bleep this out.
Oh, I know that. Wait, I need his information.
Hold on. We're going to bleep this out. His name was.
He's a doctor now.
He looked like me. We looked alike.
Nah. Don't say that.
We looked alike.
And so we tried to hook y'all up, and then somehow me and Gabby, so if you listen to the podcast with my mom, I mentioned how they were over here sharing pictures, y'all.
Let me see. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. We got a quick little. Oh, he looked the same. Is that his girl? Is that his girl?
Yo,
I don't know. I don't know nothing about
he's
that man.
with the.
Sorry to that man. We cut it out. It's okay.
He's with
Am
the
I
white.
stressing you out?
These are the wrong people.
You hear me? I said he's with a white. All right, y'all. We back. We have to cut out some stuff, but we back, y'all.
We are back on track. And then, so if y'all listened to the podcast last week, I mentioned to my mom how I was dating Gabby.
Yes.
And I had a real bad crush on Gabby. Like, it was real bad. Like, we were on Kick. That's how.
Wow.
And people got kicked for different reasons.
Okay.
I was for.
Because hold on, can I say this?
What?
I don't know if you can cut this out or
It's
not. I'm not gonna
unfiltered.
say names, but I had a friend in high school that was talking to an older man on Kick. Like I'm talking, we were like 15, 16.
Hey, you just gonna have to put the like bleep over
Like,
the
I'm
name.
talking, we were 15, 16. She was talking to like a 21, 22-year-old.
But Kick now, you can like do video like.
They still got Kick?
Yes, but it's different. It's
Shut
like
up.
live streaming and stuff.
Okay.
And it has evolved. Now, if you're still on Kick,
should have.
you have no life.
Yeah, I don't think anybody should
None.
still be on Kick.
But why were we messaging on Kick?
Because
we
it
had
was
each
like it
other's
was the thing.
but it was the thing.
That was like almost before Instagram. Like
yeah.
It
like it was like
Yeah.
right. It was like around Vine. Like
Yeah.
all that.
That was the thing.
Fine.
Do it for the Vine.
I
I
ain't
ain't
gonna
gonna
do
do it. Do it for the Vine. I ain't gonna do it. Do it for the.
We were talking on Kick, and I don't know, we were talking about how I wanted white Mercedes. I don't know what kind of car it
Yes.
was.
Okay, come
Anyway, we started
It's always
dating.
been a Benz, though,
Yeah,
okay?
we were dating. It's always been a Benz.
It's always been a Benz.
She was the love of my life. Yeah.
Wow,
The love of my life. Love of my life.
Wow.
Is that the same song?
Don't break out in song now.
As I was graduating, I knew that I was like...
Gay!
I was not gay in high school. Gay. What's that scene from the House of Atlanta?
Gay. Girl.
But
if I was gay, I'd be like, ooh, I'm gay.
I can't.
Y'all, we will break out into Nene references very often during this
I love
podcast.
it,
So
Nene.
if you know, you know.
Right. And so I was like, I'm going to college. There's a questioning part of me, and what I don't want to do is cheat. So I told
Which
my,
I respect you for.
Right. I told my mom we were at 6016 Lake Club Court.
Yes.
She had a big ass king bed.
I know.
And I was in that bed. I said, well, I gotta make this call. And we were talking, and I don't know everything that we talked about, but I do know I said I love you, and I love you enough not to hurt you.
Yes.
And there's things I want to try and do. Now, as we got into college, I went to college first.
Yeah.
Were you still holding on to like maybe he really ain't gonna be gay?
No, she had moved on.
No, yeah, I've had pretty much moved on.
No. Well, there was a gray period right when I went to
I'm
Capitol.
always finding myself in gray periods.
Come on, great period.
No, but there was a gray period to where we didn't really solidify that we were really broken up.
Okay.
And I remember us talking about it briefly.
Really trying to remember. This is bad.
we
This
getting
is
old.
so bad.
But it was like brief.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, like I really know. Because I went to Axis and I kissed a man, y'all. And got blackout drunk.
And that ain't even Access no more.
How old were you? You weren't even 21.
18.
I was 18.
Did
You
you go
can
to
get to
Axis?
Axis 18, but you can't drink.
Oh, okay. But you
But-
blacked out drunk.
We pre-game prior. Me
Come on,
and
pre-game.
we pre-game prior, and I was laid out on that couch. The police came and woke me up. Thank God for the white person I was with, because they saved my life. I could have been expelled. I remember waking up, throwing up, and running to the bathroom, and the officer came in to escort me out.
Jesus.
And one of the chapel choir people said, "Oh no, he is my friend." I don't know why the cop let me go lay in the car, because then you could get a ticket for like being under the influence.
No, as long as it's not on. As long as the car's not on, you're fine, I think.
Okay, well, child.
But y'all fact check that, because I really don't.
And so that happened, and no, we're not going to get into the other things that happened while you were still in high school. My God, but she does find herself in great areas.
In great areas.
So let's go to college.
Clarity.
Y'all both came to Capitol.
We
Yeah.
sure did.
What
Wow,
was the
why?
decision for that?
Ooh. That's deep.
You want me to go first or you go first?
you go first.
Well, really, I thought I wanted to study music. Like,
Okay.
and I knew Capitol to be a good place for it, which and when we get through the rest of this episode, I'm glad that I ended up going to Capitol.
Yeah.
Like, thank God I didn't move to Howard or Virginia
Yeah.
State or anywhere else.
Because who
But
wanted you to go to? Didn't you go to?
She wanted to go to
I sure did.
Kentucky State.
I had
Thank
a
God you didn't
partial
go there.
ride to Kentucky State, and I really was this close. I'm talking about, if y'all could see my fingers, I was so close to going.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
crazy how we all ended up at Capitol, because I was going to
I know.
Capitol. One, I always said I did not want to go to HBCU because I've always been
See, and I did.
in black schools.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, my cousin was in the band at North Carolina. And so my aunt would make like their uniforms and like their spats. And so we would travel. So I grew up around HBCUs. I was like, I want a different experience. Also, a part of me was a little scared to go to HBCU because I love us black people. But sometimes we are very harsh on each other.
Yes.
And at that point, my self-esteem was not where it needed to be.
Okay.
But then we all ended up at Capitol. You went to Capitol. What made you... I mean, well, you would fit in Capitol.
All right. I went to Capitol. Yeah, I feel like that's my biggest regret in life is
I never knew this. Why is that?
because I wanted to go to HBCU. Like I
Okay.
wanted to move to Atlanta. Like my parents, we went on tours. We were going to Spelman and Clark Atlanta.
I
and,
could
like
see
all
you
these
as a
places.
Spelman girl.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that was like my dream for so long, but I was in a rinky-dink relationship, y'all.
Oh, Lord.
And I remember my dad telling me, like, in high school, like, when you're in college, you're not allowed to date. And I never understood that until later on, because I was making decisions for a man that I don't even talk to anymore, y'all. Like, dang. But I was making decisions like my boyfriend is here, like, I don't want to leave him. And it just was not that, like, the current me is like, you know, definitely regretting that decision. But that's why I went to Capital, because that was a school that I got into here, and I got scholarships, and I just kind of like.
And she graduated early.
I did. Thank you. Thank you.
So when you say regret, is it really regret? Like, would you do it all over again and go somewhere else?
Absolutely. But I do believe that all things work together for the good of them who love the Lord.
Okay.
So it worked out in my favor, but it still is one of my biggest regrets of not going to an HBCU, specifically to Atlanta. Like, just branching out, getting out of Columbus, like, just doing something different. Okay. Like, I had nothing tying me here except for a man who is not my man. So, so I definitely could have done that and should have done that.
So how did it work out? Because you said it worked out for your good. So what part of it worked out?
So like you said, I graduated a year early. I have met lifelong friends in college. Like,
that is true.
Most of my friends now, we either all went to college together, like Jasmine, DJ, Corey. Yes, all of them went
Jasmine went to Capital?
Yes. Yeah, we all went to Capital together. So those are literally like all of my lifelong friends.
If y'all can see my face, I am astonished.
Yeah. So I mean, you can't, you know, recreate that, of course. So I'm grateful for that. But again, if I could do it all again, I 100% would have been more focused on like me and what I wanted, and would have went out of town.
Being young and in love will mess you up every time. Will mess you up every time. So Gabby, you went to Capital and you mentioned that you glad that even though that's not where you wanted to be, as in the space of where Jasmine said it worked out for the good.
Oh, yeah.
You mentioned along the lines, it worked out for best for you. And tell us that.
Ooh, I'm going to try not to cry and get through this.
Okay.
Baby, because last night, I had a Terry before the Lord, y'all.
Come on, Terry.
Come on, Terry.
I was crying so bad last night. Okay, so like I told you, I'm glad that I went to Capital, and I initially decided, okay, I'll just go to Capital because I want to study music.
Did you go to Capital because you wanted to be with me?
No.
Yes.
No. But I mean, you were a deciding factor of like, okay, like I know somebody here. Jasmine was going there. Yes. Who else? I had already met James and like just the rest of that crew. I'm like, okay, I'll be comfortable here, and like, if all else fails, like, I can just go back home. Yeah, it was easy.
It was easy.
It was easy. Yeah.
It was easy. So, like, that all played a role. And so, get through the first semester, and I, like, start to note, oh, God, this is going to be hard. This is going to be hard.
This is Unfiltered.
That's okay. That's all right.
Okay.
I just start to notice.
It's a part of your journey.
Like, yeah, it really is. Oh, my God. So, I start to notice, like, okay, something is off. Like, my body is just not acting the way it should be. Wow. Like, I'm not really able to, like, keep down food. And y'all, I'm already small. Like, okay, let's be very clear. I am small.
We should get a shirt that says, let's be very, very clear. I like that.
Yes, let's be very clear.
And on the back, gay.
Okay?
With an E.
Yeah.
G-A-Y-E.
But I'm small and I started to lose weight. And so I'm a...
Team G-A-Y-E. Gay.
Go ahead, Gabby, because Jasmine is interrupting your story.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
But I started to notice, like, oh my God, like I'm starting to lose weight. Like, this is not normal. And so the friend that I just mentioned, James, he was like, well, we should just like go to your doctor and see what's going on. Like, maybe it's just stress, because them white people at Capital used to stress me all the way out. Okay. Yeah. Like, being in that music department program, whatever the heck you want to call it, it was a lot, especially, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Like, in high school, I didn't take music theory. Like, I didn't take any, like, piano classes or anything like that. The only thing I did was sing. So, it was a big big learning curve for me, and to know me is to know that I'm a perfectionist. And so when I felt like I was failing, I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna want to do this anymore. But anyway, fast forward back again, went to the doctor. My doctor was just like, well, you're a healthy kid. Like, I don't think it's anything but stress. Like, just take these supplements and we'll just see what happens.
That's what they said the first time?
Yeah, that's what my pediatrician, who had known me since I was 0 years old up until that point, which was 18, because she's only known me to be healthy. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I understand, especially now, like with what I'm doing, I understand her line of thinking. Like, I understand why she wasn't alarmed. Like, I think
I want to pause.
Okay, yeah, we can.
Because the people are probably going to say, where was Jasmine? Where was Denarian in this? And we're not going to get into depths because we don't want to tell people stories. But at this point, Gabby kind of got close with another person.
I did.
And I was just left in the dust.
Oh, I did.
And so,
we'll get into that.
And so, were you and Jasmine, because we were all at Capitol, were you and Jasmine like closer at this time? Like, did she
were
know this
still close.
We were close, but he was her best friend for sure.
And she didn't live on campus.
I didn't live
either.
on campus,
like,
and I was so in my relationship that I was entangled. Yeah. I was swallowed up.
Yeah,
okay.
Have you ever been swallowed up?
Okay. So yeah, like we were still close. Like I would still come to her dorm room and we would talk and stuff. But we were just like we were kind of a little not as close as we are now, but definitely still friends for sure.
Okay. So you went to your doctor. What was the end? So the first time it was, maybe stress, maybe something like that.
Yeah,
right?
like finals were coming up, all that stuff. What did we have to do when we sang the jury or whatever? Like all that stuff was coming up.
It was like, in singing, you always had to sing and do like not a recital, but it was that. You had to, everybody had to sing at least one semester.
Yeah.
In front of everybody?
In front of the entire music.
Y'all want to know what I want to sing?
What?
Don't make me.
Oh my God.
No. We had to like really do it. It was a lot. And so all of that was coming up. When did you find out about what you found out? Tell me.
So, okay, let's fast forward. Went to New York, which, oh my God, I need to go back.
We're going to go back. We're going to go back.
I've never been.
We have to recreate the story in New York.
Right.
Y'all know I love New York. I'm moving to New York one day.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see you fashion all, but you
saying
York
really like you don't know that.
I never knew that. I didn't. But New York is no longer the New York that we have known it to be. It's kind of trying because New York went from New York to Atlanta, and now that same stuff is kind of going to Charlotte.
No,
but New York is still major. But like everybody was like going to New York for that one thing, and then
and so now people are migrating to other places. But New York is more of like it's just a mecca for diversity. Like you are not going there and seeing white people and black people. Like it's
everybody,
all types of people. Like I never seen. So I don't even know what these people are called. I don't want to say it because I'm gonna sound crazy.
Please don't.
What are they? With the.
What is that?
The hats?
Y'all can see her.
Hey, they're not Amish, but
okay.
But I'm talking about people that we like in Columbus, Ohio. We used to see just black, white, maybe a little Somalian, maybe a little, like that's what we're used to. But there, it's like all types of people, and they're just so culturally ingrained, and like it is such a beautiful sight, and I just enjoyed that so much. So, and they just are so fly. They're so fly there. Like they just.
I mean, fashion week is there.
Yeah.
So you was in New York because
yes, we can.
Chapel Choir.
Okay, yes.
That's my job as the host.
Keep us in line.
Yeah. And so you were in New York for Chapel Choir.
Yeah.
And and your body was responding weird.
Oh, it was bad. Like even my instructor at the time. Oh Lord, she like tried to get on me like it's not good that you're not participating. I'm literally like I cannot. Like I literally cannot participate. Let me sit in the hotel room and call this a day. Still got to sing at Carnegie Hall, so that was cool. Okay. But like for the rest of that tour that we went on, I was done. Like I was in the hotel room, just sleep basically the entire time. Got back from New York, just from the tour. my mom came to pick me up, and I was just like, I don't want to go back to my dorm room. Like, I need to stay at home because something is wrong. I just don't know what it is, but something.
So what were you feeling? Like was it like your stomach was hurting?
Yes.
Like, okay.
I'm talking y'all boo-booing like 15 times.
Well,
Jesus.
that's
All right.
I'm talking
Okay.
boo-booing
Okay.
15 times a day.
Yeah,
Okay. That's not normal.
Yeah.
That's not
Okay,
normal.
so what was the final diagnosis was?
Crohn's, but I'm still skipping steps here today, Arian.
Yeah, she didn't get to that.
I'm still not at my story. Like, there's still a lot to say here.
Okay.
So, okay.
So you get in the car, you say you
get in
don't
the
feel
car, say I don't feel good. My mom's like, oh yeah, like you can always come back here, like whatever. Spend like all of March basically at home, like not able to move, can't do nothing. You could barely hear me. I couldn't walk up and down the steps. My brother was still living with us at the home at the time. He literally had to carry me up and down the steps because my joints were so inflamed. I could not walk. And so my mom's like, yeah, this is not normal. Let me call Children's, the doctor. Because at that point, I think I had already gotten like a referral to GI, which is gastrointestinal, all your stomach stuff. And the doctor was like, yeah, you need to bring her to the emergency department. This is not, like, it shouldn't be like this. And so went in, spent 27 days at Children's. At the end of the stay, they're like, you have Crohn's disease. So, yeah.
And so at that point, when you found out you had Crohn's, it was not at the end of a school year. It was in the middle.
April 27th.
So you literally had to
leave. Yeah.
Which is why you say it worked out. Even in the midst of something that was so tragic.
Yeah.
If you were at Kentucky or in Atlanta or in DC for Howard, that wouldn't have worked out that way.
No.
And excuse me if I'm ignorant to this, but if you did not find out it was Crohn's at that point, or you were not accessible to a doctor, how would that have, like, what could have been the ending?
Oh, I could have died.
Wow.
Yeah, I could have died. The fact that I say like that is crazy. But like when I got to the emergency department, like, of course, they, the nurses are working on you. The doctors are there. Like, I'm literally in the trauma bay. Like, and if you know anything about being in the emergency department, there are different sections to the department. And so you have like your stuff that really shouldn't be at the ED. You should have just went to severe primary care or urgent care. Then you have your stuff that's like, oh, somebody just got shot. Like, they need to be in a trauma bay, or like, this person is extremely sick. Like, they need to be in this.
You were in ICU at one point, right?
I was in the ICU at one point. Yeah.
So I'm a very detached person from things, but just hearing this,
it's crazy.
At the same time that you were going through this, I also stopped going to school.
Yeah.
But you were so I've always known Jasmine, but our friend dynamic didn't really mesh more into adulthood after college. But Jasmine was your girl. She's still in school. You just had to stop. I had to stop, and my friends are still in school. And I'm a very detached person, so it did not affect me in a way. But did that at some point, and I want to know both of your perspectives in this, did it affect how you saw, like, dang, my friend is still in school and I'm over here in Children's in the ICU?
I don't think so.
I don't think she was worried about nobody else but herself. After
But there was a point because we had a gospel choir concert and you couldn't do it.
Yeah, that was like later on in the diagnosis. Like, dang, like here I am again. But initially, no. I was just like, can y'all figure out what's wrong with me so I can go home? Like,
so at that point, so Jackson, once you found out what was going on, of course, I was dealing with a man.
Jesus, it's always a man.
It's always a man, and I just, Lord, it was craziness. I don't know what I was thinking. I can't even say back in the day, back in the days. Anywho, that was in my head. So I, at that point, of course, if Gabby needed me, I would be there. But I'm still in school, and at that point, we were out of school, and so I finally had a car. But Jasmine, was there anything once you found out, like, okay, how did you balance still trying to like go to school and college and like be your friend and like be there to support your friend that is going through something that we've never imagined?
I don't even think. What you think? I don't know.
Not in the
I don't think that I
beginning.
knew in the
And
beginning.
it's only because it was, like you said, it was me and James.
She was so locked in with James. Like, I didn't know until maybe like
we need to get her back.
Like a little bit.
Pay her back. Yeah.
All right. We needed to.
Okay.
But no, during that time, I think she might have told me. I don't know.
You were coming to see me.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a. I don't know. We weren't hanging out every day,
Okay.
so it wasn't like a. I don't know.
But here's the thing about it, because this is all about the journey. Because even after Jasmine graduated a year early,
We thank God. And
it's crazy because where you are now is different than how you started off. Because your first job was not.
Yeah, I was doing anything. I was doing any and everything. Okay, I was just trying to make some money.
But once you graduated, we kind of got in the routine of life. That is when our little friend triangle kind of clicked.
Yes.
And you were still dealing with Crohn's.
Yes.
But you were
always
identifying, like, because at some point you wanted to move where? Atlanta or Texas?
Atlanta, yeah.
What happened?
That man.
It's
That same man.
So you had to not, okay, excuse that this is like the wrong word, not settle, but settle at a job that was not even aligned with what you wanted to do.
Yeah, I don't know, because it's really hard when you have two perspectives of like, this is what was meant for me.
Okay.
And then this is like, obviously there are other channels that I could have taken to like get to where I'm at now.
Tell the people what you graduated in.
Okay, so I graduated with a bachelor's in mass comm.
Okay.
And a minor in journalism.
Okay.
And then I also had an associate's in...
Ooh, she's smart.
Come on.
Degreed.
Web graphic design.
Wow.
Yeah, so when I first graduated, I during college, I was an intern in HR. That don't got nothing to do with nothing.
What?
At automobile, I'm not going to say the company,
right.
but... I was working for a car dealership.
Hold on, y'all say everything else, but we can't bleep that out. Y'all over here calling it names.
I mean, we can bleep it out,
no,
but
it's fine. But I know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
a Central Ohio dealership.
Okay, dealership.
A Central
It
Ohio
rhymes
dealership.
with Renzi Rhonda. Okay, but anyways, so I worked there for a couple years, like after maybe like 2 years after graduating. Because it was comfortable. Wow, a lot of things were just comfortable.
So what was your... go back to graduated from college. You wanted to go to Atlanta. At that point, what did you see for yourself? What was your end goal? Because so the whole point of this podcast is that we have an idea of where we want to be, and we have a plan. And most of the time, it does not go with how we plan.
Yeah.
So your end goal was to...
I just wanted to be a stay-at-home wife.
Which is crazy because
getting a degree to be a stay-at-home wife is
not you.
Her aspirations now are totally
But I just
different.
thought I was gonna get married. I was gonna have a couple kids. I was gonna be rich.
Yeah.
And I was gonna, maybe work on the side a little bit, like, which I mean, still, I wouldn't mind that.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't mind
retire
that,
me.
But yeah, I don't know. It wasn't like at the time. I just was like I was just going with the flow and doing what I thought you were supposed to do.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. We're going to take a break right here. Just a quick break. And we'll be back after this break. Y'all, we are back with my two dearest, closest friends, Jasmine and Gabby, and we were just talking about what we saw as our end goal. Jasmine wanted to be a stay-at-home wife with a couple kids, but she went to school.
Yeah.
Gabby is dealing with Crohn's and navigating that, and I am heartbroken, suicidal, all that. Now we went from high school to college. Now we're in our adulthood, and I think in our 20s, as we kind of showcase, we're navigating jobs, we're navigating sicknesses, we're navigating all of this stuff. How did we still find time to be friends?
I don't know. Okay.
I'm trying to think because Gabby and I got close, but I'm trying to remember at what point that was because you were no longer at Capitol.
Yeah. Oh no,
we getting old. We don't remember. We just here. I don't know.
I'm the one that just turned 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think with a part of life, it's like navigating like all of our individual things, but also still trying to show up and be there for the people that we call friends.
Yeah.
And for me, this friendship has taught me a lot of different things. And I have, all of my friends are special to me. It seems like y'all two are very resilient. You ended up leaving the place that rhymed with Senzi Sonda.
Okay,
and then you went to another place, but Gabby, it's so much is happening. It's so many stories.
At the same time,
but,
yeah.
It's okay.
So we're gonna bounce back from story to story. You end up working at another place, still in HR.
Yeah.
But if y'all know, Jasmine is very content driven. She is gorgeous. She can model. She can fashion.
Thank
and so
you.
her trajectory, thinking back on it, HR is crazy.
Yeah, it was.
And now where you're at now, working in like marketing and actually in what your degree is, you got laid off.
Yeah.
At the job that was HR.
Yeah.
Do you believe that was... I believe certain things have to happen to push us out of our comfort.
Absolutely.
And you mentioned how we kept being like in our comfort places. What were you going through? Because this job seemed like it had all the benefits.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You was making money.
Okay.
She was working from
home. I was being grown.
Take me back to, and this was like your first, as an adult, you're in your 20s and you're supposed to be in your prime right now.
Yeah.
And you get laid off.
Yeah.
What was that?
It was scary. I feel like I've always been in control of like my finances and like the plan and all those things. And so I was newly single. I had just moved into an apartment. I had saved up
It was
so
your
much
first
money.
for everything.
Yes, it was a first for everything. I originally got this new job during it was literally the week before the pandemic started, actually. And so I had been there for almost 3 years. I was working in recruiting. It was so much fun, like a great job. I was working out. I was making content. I was just doing all the things. And so one day, and it's so crazy because now that I think of it, like, even though it was such a tragic moment, like God really, he really had his hand on it for sure. Like, and he knows like, okay, you're going to have to go through this, but I'm going to make it bearable for you. Like, I'm not gonna hurt. Like, it's gonna hurt, but I'm gonna be here with you during it. And so I think I knew like 3 or 4 months in advance. Like, they let me know like you're getting laid off, but it's not until the end of June. And I think this is in like March. Yeah, it was like end of March when they told me. And so I had time to like process. And of course, I'm panicking at first. Like, what am I going to do? And it just was so seamless. Like, I literally knew the date I was going to stop working. I had a severance. I started a new job immediately after. Like, it was so seamless, but at the time I was just so stressed because it was like, I have this plan and everything's been going how it's supposed to go, and like now things are getting rattled up, and I was definitely stressed, y'all. I was so stressed.
And to Jasmine she doesn't show her emotions. Jasmine is very much, she's like me. We argue like brother and sister, y'all. Like, we not even arguing in that way. Like, we just go back and forth. It's just crazy stuff. And like, we're both like the same as that. When stuff happens, we internalize it, but we don't show it. So even through that, I just saw Jasmine, like, for friends like that often, we know how to show up as friends, but for friends that have this mask of I have it together, how do you show up for that?
Yeah.
Like, and in our friendship dynamic, we have Gabby, she's very neutral. She's the one that's going to do the neutral. Me and Jasmine, we don't take nothing serious. Yeah. And it's crazy. And so Gabby is the one, like, I'm very much straightforward, but Gabby's the one like, okay, she babies us.
I do, y'all.
Yeah.
And I'm very much straightforward, and Jasmine is also straightforward, but Jasmine can be nurturing as well. So in that time, I'm like, my friend who I know, in this season, I know it's crazy, but you're still moving. We're not going to talk about what else she was going through, but it was a lot. And then we go into, I don't even remember what job you was at after that, because even after that, you transitioned to another job.
Yeah.
But that is, and is that another job, your job now?
But she needed that middle job.
Yeah,
we'll
like
just call it.
the job I got after I got laid off was like the connector to my current job. Like I met someone who helped me get to the job I'm at now. So it was literally like a 4 or 5. I was at a job for like 5 months and immediately got a new job because the job, I think actually I got laid off twice, like back to back.
Damn, I didn't know that.
But it was because of the second job that I got laid off from. Yeah,
Mm.
double homicide. Okay, I'm like, oh, okay, I see what's going on.
Reference, go back and watch Jocelyn's Cabaret.
Okay, double homicide. So, but in that second job that I got, I met someone who helped me get my current job. So it kind of was just like, again, all things work together for the good who love the Lord. And I wouldn't have left the first job I got laid off at. I was applying for marketing jobs. I was in recruiting, but I was applying for marketing jobs, and they were just like, you don't have experience. Like, you're great at what you do, but you don't have the experience.
Even though you have 3 degrees.
Yeah, but no, 2. But that don't matter.
Okay.
Like, to them, they want experience, which is so crazy because how you want me to have experience? I'm in my 20s. Like, you want me to have 10 years of experience. But I ended up, I wouldn't have left. Like, and I had even said that out loud. Like, I'm never leaving here. I'm retiring here because the benefits were so amazing. Yeah. And like, it was just so, again, comfortable. I would have never left, but they kind of forced me out of there, and it forced me out of my comfort zone and to like really have to trust God with like my future and like being honest about like what I really wanted to do. Cause like recruiting is just easy. Like I can talk to anyone. I can communicate with anyone. I can help you find a job. Like that's easy work. But like marketing is where I find like that's my passion and like what I get excited about. Right. And so I had to be forced out of there and pushed out of my comfort zone.
I have so many questions. I'm going to tailor the 2, and I'm going to also ask my second question to Gabby as well. So when we talk about that journey, what was in the forefront of your mind? Like, what was the thing that was just, I wouldn't say unsettled, but like with all of that happening, this is not what you planned out. Like you wanted to graduate with 2 degrees, but you want to be a stay-at-home mama and have a couple of kids. Yeah. Okay. You're in HR, which is different than what you went to recruitment, which is different than what your degree in. But all of that led you to kind of where you have evolved in now. If you could go back to that space, like what were the things that you was relying on?
I think I was relying the most on control. Like before I got laid off, I was in control of everything. And so once I got laid off, it's like I no longer have control of anything. Like I literally have to just let go and literally let God like do the rest. And so that's hard, because if you know me, you know like I have not everything planned out, but like I know what's gonna happen. Like I'm not about to go into something without a plan. And so I was literally like, I was so distraught because I was so used to having everything planned out, and I no longer had control over that.
So from now and then, she's in a place, even we won't get into details about this job because you work there still, but there was points in this job where there were lows, but now you're at a place to where I think you're thriving. I don't believe that this is the end goal for you. I think there's so much more. But throughout that journey, my question would be, I know that you have talked about letting go and letting God, but other than that, what did you learn about yourself in that journey?
What did I learn about myself? That's a hard question, Denarian. What did I learn about myself? I learned that I often have imposter syndrome of like, I'm not capable or I'm not, and it's like, I have learned that my connections and my relationships with people and just how I show up in the world have gotten me to where I am today. And like, not to be not humble, because that's not how I operate.
We can brag.
Okay, come on and brag. But yeah, I learned that like I have been placed in certain positions and places and locations for a reason, and I really try to like take those times for granted and like figure out what I need to learn in those seasons and who I need to meet and have good relationships with people, because you never know when you'll need to rely on someone or ask someone again or talk to someone. And like recently I've started mentoring an OSU student. Like, me? Like,
me?
You want me to mentor you? And like, these are people who are reaching out to me, and it's like, they're at some point I was reaching out to other people, and now people are reaching out to me. And so that's
wait,
good.
God,
Is that,
flip it around?
okay, come on and flip it, Jesus.
Okay.
So yeah, I've learned a lot about myself, mostly like go to therapy, really. But yeah.
So Gabby, back to you. So it's been 3 years since, it's not even a result, maybe 3.5, maybe 4, of you finally got a grip on Crohn's.
Thank God.
Thank you, Jesus.
It's been raggedy.
But at the same time that Jasmine is going through this transition, trying to be friends, you're going through your body flaring up. You have issues with arthritis. Like, it's so much stuff that's happening. You had to do like a procedure after procedure. And then they're like, okay, this is the final procedure.
Yeah.
So we go from in school at a PWI that you really didn't want to go to. Yeah. You had to stop that. You were in school for music. You're now dealing with a chronic illness, right?
It ain't going nowhere.
And you're going through all of this. Is not what you ever expected.
Ever.
Where is your mind at this point? Let's go 3-4 years back when we're all doing this.
Okay, so yeah, like there came a point like relating to Crohn's where I was just like, okay, I've literally tried every med. Like they've given me IVs every 4 weeks.
Did you try the Truvada? Is that the one that's on the commercial?
That's a newer one. I never got to try that one.
What is it?
I know what you're talking about.
Truvada.
Something like that. It's something like that.
It says if you ever experience Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Mesothelioma.
Okay. You're entitled to compensation. Okay.
Serious.
But I tried everything. Like get these infusions, which I mean, to this day, I am still, doing that. But anyway, that's besides the point. Like giving myself injections, like trying pills, like I tried everything. There came a point where I was just like, okay, like I'm done. I'm not doing this no more. Let me go in and meet that surgeon again, who is now, which is so funny, she's my favorite doctor. But let me meet this surgeon and just see like what can we do? And so she's like, well, we can like reroute some things, like without going into too many details, but we can reroute some things, see if your colon will heal up, and then we'll just reconnect everything, call it a day. That didn't work. And so
I remember all of this.
And so I was just like, forget it. Like I'm not dealing with this no more. Like I can't live. Like I'm barely surviving. Like
and during all of this,
I can't even live.
We don't have to stay here for long. This is a save and move on.
Yeah.
I just realized this. You're dealing with all of this.
Yeah.
And you also dealt with the death of a parent.
I sure did. Yeah. 2019. Yeah.
Wow.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There was a lot going on.
Was there any point that you're like, I just can't do it? Like, I just can't take it, like, more, whatever this is? Like, or like, were you always like trying to see the best? One thing about Gabby has her moments where she's like down, but she is so optimistic. She
I am.
Like
to a fault.
Your glass can be literally at the bottom.
Okay.
And she's like, oh no, there is
still water
more.
in there.
There is something there. So
I'm alive because there's more. My God. Come on and worship.
You're doing all of this.
Yeah.
But then this goes back to things working out. You finally reach a resolution, like with that. So talk to us about that.
Yeah, so I met with my surgeon. I said, okay, take the colon out. Like, I can't do it no more. I'm tired of living like this. Yeah. Like, I'm ready to actually live and experience life. Like, instead of just surviving and waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, that's not a way to live. Not in your young 20s, like your early 20s. That's just...
But it's so
that's
crazy.
That's not a way to live.
But when we talk about living life, you're living life with an asset.
Yeah.
And We have talked about this. It's just imagine the younger us or the younger you did not imagine that you had to get your colon taken out.
Absolutely
all this stuff.
not.
So how do you still hold on to God's unchanging hand? How do you still and once you get that final procedure, the only thing, so you don't have to do all this medicine, you have to do like a infusion. You may not live life how other people live it,
right?
But how do you make the best? Like, what was your reaction? Like, oh my gosh, I can finally be me, and this newfound you. It's almost like a rebrand.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Like it was just like, oh my God, okay, so now I can actually focus on me. What do I actually want to do with my life? Like,
tell us what you actually did. Tell us, brag on it.
So, like, when I spent all that time at I'm trying not to cry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I told y'all I was boo-hooing last night about it.
This is right now.
But literally, like, I spent so much time there. Like, I got to see the nurses, and like, this is going way back to like when I was a little girl. Like, my mom would always say, like, you had this Minnie Mouse. So you know about the Minnie Mouse. I mean,
where is Minnie?
I don't even know at this point. She's gone. I mean, not gone, but like, I don't know. But anyway, like, I had this Minnie Mouse, and I had like a stethoscope kit, and I would always just like pretend like she was my little patient, and I would be like, okay, like by the time I get back home from school, like Minnie's gonna be feeling better because I did all these treatments. And so
this is childhood, right?
This is childhood.
Okay.
And so like, fast forward to like seeing nurses and doctors like be a part of my care. I'm like, I think I want to be a nurse. Like, I think I want to do that. Like, it's cool. Like, yeah, doctors, like, they put in the orders, but they're not the ones there like 24 hours around the clock, like advocating for their patients, making sure their patients get this. Or just like as simple as like, I had my favorite nurse, her name was Nikki. I don't even know if Nikki's still on, which we'll get into that, is on the floor where I will be working. Praise God. Amen. Hallelujah. We'll jump back into that. But Nikki would just come into my room and she would just sit and like, we would just chat. Like we would have a good time, and she'd be like, okay, well, you know, I got to go see other patients, even though you're my favorite. But like, I want to go. I'll be back later on. But just like, seeing that meant a lot. And so I'm like, I kind of want to do that. Like,
so you wanted to be a nurse.
I want to be a nurse.
So you went back to school to be a nurse,
school, honey, and it's been a long journey.
And let us know when you're done with it.
I am done in December.
My God.
Yes.
December 19th, 2025.
I am so glad to be in a friendship with walking testimony.
Okay. Oh, don't take me out of here. Don't take me out of here.
But this is about me. But literally, so you literally went to school for music.
Yep.
God had to redirect.
I mean, all the way.
I don't believe that if you did not endure Crohn's, that you would not be.
That's so
and
true.
No.
He had to reposition you to get your, like, yes, she is the dopest singer that I know.
That's right.
Perfect pitch and everything.
Wow.
But I just had a conversation with someone at my job. We can be good at something that's not our passion.
That's not our calling.
Or our purpose.
It's not my purpose.
Yeah.
It's a tool, but it's not my purpose.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't mean to like butt in, but it's funny that my parents named me Gabriel.
Okay.
Because if you think about the angel Gabriel, like he was a messenger, right? And so I just think it's crazy, like, yeah, in one breath, like, God can use you to, like, sing, and, like, that's how you get across your message. But I feel like in this season that I'm entering into, it's like, okay, yes, sis, you can sing, like, I gave you that gift, but now I'm going to use you as my messenger in this way. Like, spread the gospel. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it's going to make sense to the messenger because your journey is still going. It's not done. It will forever be going as we live. But this journey has now transitioned. You're graduating in December, but you're now going to be starting a job February at the very place.
My God. Oh, y'all going to make me cry.
That you were laid in the hospital bed.
Literally.
On the same floor, right?
Same floor, same unit. Walked past that room when I shadowed the day before they offered me the position. I just was like,
God is God, so faithful. He's so faithful.
I was there, room 38. Like, that was me in the bed.
And so when you talk about the messenger, I believe that you can be a messenger through music, but you to be working on that same floor, the same level, dealing with the same stuff, you are literally a messenger for them because there's probably no other nurse on that floor that can be a testament to what those kids are going through because you were there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I can't take it because I'll start crying again.
So, so I wanted to get like the background of all that, guys, as a journey. Now, as he talks about friendship, through the transitions, through all of that, how did you see your friends, both of y'all? Like, and when I say friends, I mean us. The other people ain't here.
Okay.
Come on, ain't here.
An expectation of the friendship? Was there a point of disappointment in friendship? Was there like, oh my gosh, I'm glad I have these people for this moment? Like, how did you view friendship in all of that? Both of y'all.
I mean, like, I'm grateful for you two. Like, I feel like I don't say it as often as I should, but I like
no, I'm saying like no, don't worry about it. Not like no, you don't. I'm saying like no.
I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna start saying it every day. But like y'all two, I'm grateful for. Y'all have been a constant. This has not been an easy journey. Like, not everybody understands a 20-year-old with a chronic illness, like or like outside of my illness, like doing what I do, like having to be forward facing at my church, which we don't have time to bother that. We bother it. We don't have time to bother that.
Please come back for that.
Yeah.
I'm not coming back for that.
I just think it takes certain people to understand those things, and y'all have been that for me. Now, there have been people that, like we were mentioning earlier, you might have to cut this out, but like that have abandoned me, and it's just like, what did I do? Like, did I do anything wrong? And it's no. I mean,
no, this is unfiltered, so I'm not cutting that out.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad.
But yeah, like, people will walk out on you. People will do these things, but I've never had those issues.
But do you think friendships come with the season of people having to have to leave and come back?
They do.
No, some people come back. I have a funny take on that, but I do feel like just in relationships in general, like whether they're intimate friends, like whatever, like me and Gabby have talked about so much the fact that people just don't have the capacity. They are not equipped to. And so I feel like during that season in Gabby's life, like there were people who were no longer equipped to support her during that time. And then there were people who were. And so it's not a you problem. It's a them problem, and you kind of just have to like
God
detach.
places certain people in our lives for certain seasons.
Yes,
because there are certain people that are equipped with certain things, and I think one of the things that as friends and as we go through journeys is to remember to extend grace to those friends.
Yes, definitely.
Because there's like some things, like as strong as Jasmine is, I can't expect Jasmine to be present on it because journeys, life happens, vice versa. So yeah, I get that. But you said something. You said that because I said allowing a friend to like leave and come back, and you were like very opposed to that.
I don't know. It just depends on everything. Comes with like, it depends on the situation. Like, of course, obviously, like we could dissect different situations and come with a conclusion of what's right and wrong, but I just feel like maybe this is a personality trait of mine, but like, because I am a Capricorn.
Okay.
And I just feel like once you are no longer in my life, like there's not a re-entering season for me. Like,
so you like ask God for grace, not me.
Yeah. Absolutely. I like that. Yes. Yeah, God gives grace. I do not.
Okay, but
dang, that sounds very harsh.
No. But
I give grace.
I want to point something. You do, because in every friendship, even friendship journeys, there's like, so when I moved to this place, I moved in the middle of I moved right before the pandemic. It was my first time being alone. And at some point, maybe the second year into, we were in a pandemic for a long time, y'all.
Jesus. We was in that thing.
We would talk. Like, we would talk. Me, Gabby, and Jazz will be on FaceTime every day. Every day. And it wasn't until earlier this year that we had a little moment. So it's so crazy how you say that you don't extend, like you're like, ask God for grace, but y'all were gracious after talking to me. And so to give you guys a background of this, like I believe every relationship that is worthwhile is enough to fight for. And last year, a year and a half ago, it went from me, I thought I found the person of my dreams. I thought it was very much one-sided. Still a great person, but not a great person in that situation and how it ended. And so that ended, I was sad. I was going through it. For 2 years, I gave my all to somebody, and for the first time, I felt happy with the person. And then months later, something happened with a person I was working with that I manifested, and that took me by shock. And so I remember we went to DC, and I said, yeah, I don't know what this season is in my life, but I cannot be a good friend because I'm so empty. And yeah, we have talked about this already. I took both of them out to eat separately. Well, I took you out to eat for your birthday.
Yeah, I got coffee.
I got a cake.
I think I paid for my own coffee too. Hold on.
We can redo it.
Okay.
I probably was broke that week.
Okay.
But there was a moment for the first time in my life, I am just now coming back to myself. And when I say coming back to myself, I'm not even my same self. I'm coming back to a new me.
Okay.
And there was a point to where I had nothing. And yeah, we would talk every day. And then there came a season to where I'm like, Lord, between work, between everything, I'm processing so much, I can't show up for anybody.
Yeah.
And my friends were mad.
Yeah, we were mad at you.
Pissed.
They were mad. And understandably, I understood their anger and they're mad. And they're like, okay. But I also was like, y'all hear me. I told y'all last year I could not be a good friend.
Yeah.
And then, but we talked about it because at some point I said, these friends are people that I'm going to have for the journey for forever. I can't let this season mess up that. Yes, I do need my time away from everybody. I needed to recenter, refocus. There was so much noise in my head. It was crazy. I wish y'all could have been there in my head. But then we talked about it. And we talked about expectations of a friendship. And then we talked about how there are some points that we can't always show up 100%. And Gabby said something to me at the restaurant. She was like, yeah, because I have a certain way I want to show up for my people. And Gabby basically said, I just want my friend.
Yeah.
And so how did you guys view that whole, like after we had that moment and we hashed it out, do you guys think that we're in a better space? How do you, like, how has that shifted our friendship? Like, how has that been?
I feel personally it's been good.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a very needed moment and a very transparent moment. And I think it was good that we had conversations separately because Gabby and I are always like 2 in 1.
Yeah.
But we have different perspectives on our friendship.
I was very intentional. I think I even told Jasmine, I said, we always talk as 3.
Yeah.
I said I wanted to separate that, not separate like be separate friends, but I wanted to have my one-on-one time to hear
what the expectations were. And so, I think it was just like a reset for all of us of like, we are all evolving. We're in different spaces than we were when we first met. And like things have changed and kind of just like understanding what the expectations are as friends. And like, it would be crazy to think that we will all be friends for this long and there's no like
literally
like there's no confrontation, there's no problem. Like as humans, that is just natural.
Me and Jackson had 2 confrontations.
I dread the day that we have to go through it.
Yeah, Gabby and I haven't had.
Me and Jackson had 2.
I know. I
we had 2.
dread the day.
What was the second one?
2.
Gay. Was it that?
No, the first one was when we had the little music event. You know, getting into it downtown at the Scioto Mall.
Scioto Mall.
That wasn't me.
Hey, at the Scioto Mall. I'm trying to piece it together.
Me. That's not my business. That don't got nothing to do with me.
We don't need to get into that.
But no, we're not. But yeah. So I love healthy confrontations or healthy disagreements.
And I don't.
Yes, you do. You like that better than unhealthy?
Well, yeah.
I'm a person that when something is like going abrupt that we're not on, I'm like, okay, y'all, let's go. I love to have dialogue.
Yeah.
So I believe it's as you said, and even sitting here reflecting, you guys are the people that we have known each other from high school, college, adulthood, and every time we became new people.
Yeah.
So I believe at that season, we were becoming new people.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of the journey.
Yeah.
And I love it. So before I let y'all go, I have a game.
Oh,
okay. We need some, y'all. He got us some Riesling and some Sauvignon Blanc. I need some more. Can we take a break before we get some more?
Okay. So we're gonna come back and we have a quick break and we're gonna come back and play this game and then we're gonna close out.
Yes.
Okay.
Drink break. Cheers to us.
All right, y'all. We are back for our segment Here For It. So this is a game where I give 10 scenarios and you say if you're here for it or you're not here for it.
Okay.
So the first 5 we can give commentary. The last 5 is rapid fire. Okay?
Okay.
What is so funny, Gabby?
I'm nervous.
All right. Okay. So the first one. So you're going to say I'm here for it or I'm not here for it.
Okay.
Right? So, friends who can disappear for months but pick up like nothing happened.
Not here for it.
We heard.
Okay. This is hard. Actually, let me take my answer.
Months?
Not here for it. I'm not here for that.
I'm not here for that.
Yeah.
Like, they not saying nothing.
I'm here for it because
Dang, Daenerys.
I'm only here for it because I understand.
Mm-hmm.
And just because you take a month I have a friend. I call her my sister. Life has been lifing. We used to talk and hang out all of the time. We talk maybe once every 2 months. But every time that we talk, it's like we never stop talking.
Yeah, I have friends like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But
I think it depends on the dynamic
of the friendship
before, this person needed to take their time away. Like, did they say, I need a moment? Like, it's going to be a few.
Yeah, are they communicating that?
Did they communicate that?
Okay.
Or was it just like...
They just disappeared on you.
Because that ain't cool.
If they just disappeared...
That's not okay.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, second one. Being single and at peace.
I'm here for it.
Here
for it. Toot toot. Boop boop.
Boop boop.
I'm here for
I don't got an
it.
answer. I don't got an answer right now. Because being at peace and being single, that is what I need to strive for.
That's
yes.
so good.
I'm here for it.
She's here for it, not right now, but she's here for it.
I'm here for it.
I'm
here for it.
It's crazy. Anyone that knows me, I was always afraid of being alone. I always strived for a relationship. One, I grew up in a household where my parents were always married.
Yeah.
And then as a gay male, it's almost like... As a gay male, we're also oftentimes seeking a void.
Okay.
So I was always like, okay, so I was living to be in a relationship. Now, was I dating all the time? No, but I was always like in the back of my mind, like, I need to find my husband. I need to find whatever case may be. Now, the pandemic messed up for everybody.
Yeah.
And y'all know I love to be at my house.
I know.
Don't call me. Don't bother me. I'll be at my house outside with a little Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Yes, and everything else. It just be good. I'm here for it. Okay, next one. Saying no without guilt.
Oh, I'm
it.
not here for that. I should be here for that.
I'm here
but
for
that
it.
is something that I am not good at.
Yeah.
I'm here for it because I say no often. But for my friends,
That's good.
I always feel guilty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because, and this is crazy, I am fortunate to have friends that love me and that love me being around.
Yeah.
But sometimes I don't want to be around, so I always feel bad saying no. I know my friends don't mean any harm by this, but they're like, ugh. And then I'm like, oh, I feel so bad now, but I don't want to deal with nobody.
Yeah.
So, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Okay, number 5. Celebrating quiet Let's try this again.
Hold on.
Get it.
Yeah.
Celebrating quiet success No post, just peace.
I'm here for it. Y'all know I don't
I'm
be posting
here
on
for
there.
it.
However, though, with this stint, when I graduate,
yeah.
it'll be all over.
Yeah, Gabby hasn't posted.
Repost, post, share, like, comment, do all of the above.
Okay. I'm in the middle. I never have a clear answer. I'm here for celebrating quiet success for sure. Like, there are things that I haven't really posted about recently, but I also work in marketing, so it's very hard for me because I feel like everything is marketing.
Content.
You can market everything.
Content.
So yeah, I don't have an answer.
There are certain things when I'm on a flex I post.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, flex, come on.
But there's a lot of things that I don't post. But I will be posting on November 7th if I'm Grammy nominated.
Okay, come
Absolutely.
on, period. And you will be, not if. When I'm Grammy nominated.
Up.
Yeah, very quickly. I'll be in Cancun.
Yeah, period.
Yeah, drunk. All right.
Okay.
Rapid fire
Schedule
round.
the post. Schedule the post. Schedule the post.
No commentary.
No commentary. Okay, the first one. Posting old throwback pics without warning.
I'm not
here for it.
I'm here for it.
Dang, I'm not here for it.
Okay. Taking PTO just to stay home and do nothing.
I'm here for it. Here for that. But I'd rather be on a trip. I know no commentary, but
Jesus, okay. Okay. Friends splitting the bill evenly, no matter what they order.
Here for it.
I'm not here for it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not here for it.
But me and Gabby ordered the same thing.
No commentary.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Because what I really want to say, I'm not here for it right now because I'm broke. But when I get rich, it don't matter.
Okay. You gonna pay for the whole thing.
Oh, no. Okay. Budgeting, but also treating yourself every weekend.
Here for it.
Here for that.
It's the every that's throwing me off, but I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Last one.
You giving commentary.
Yeah.
Well, I am the host.
Ooh.
A rule is a rule.
Okay. Friends who celebrate your wins louder than you do.
Here for it.
Yeah.
Here for it. And I told y'all last week. Go back to last week. Okay. I told y'all. All right, friends. We have done this. I want to ask you guys a question.
Okay. I'm scared.
What is one piece of advice that you will give to our friend group? Just us. Because I don't want to say to each person, that's too much time. Or what is it that let's change it.
Okay.
As a friend group, what is it that you're looking forward to in the next 10 years?
Oh, that's good.
As a friend group.
Okay. Me?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to us traveling together and creating more memories.
Because they got their passport because of me, but they're not coming to Cancun. But life happens.
We're going to Punta Cana. We're going to Punta Cana though. But traveling together and creating more memories to like talk about and like to our future children, if we have children, all those things. I'm just looking forward to our future selves and how we evolve.
Okay. Gabby?
I'm going to do the advice one. I think for our friend group would just be to continue to be our authentic selves with one another. Like, no guards up, no mask up, none of that. Like, it would just be to continue to be ourselves, be honest, have hard conversations, and we'll be able to tackle this thing called life.
I skipped a question.
Oh.
You got another question?
Friends telling you the hard truth when you don't want to hear it.
I'm here for it, even though it's hard.
Yeah, I'm here for that.
I'm here for it.
It's hard, though.
And they know I always tell them the truth.
I just don't want to hurt y'all's feelings.
Girl, hurt my feelings. I probably be hurting y'all feelings. It's okay. My thing I'm looking forward to I believe that we are now in a place to receive everything that we have individually prayed for.
Oh my God.
I'm excited to see Gabby operate in nursing.
Oh my God.
I'm excited to Jasmine, for you to excel in your marketing and social media and you diving more. And I'm excited to see me move to LA.
I know.
But for us to go from high school to now, I'm excited to not even to see us at our fullest, because I believe that
there's more.
Another ladder will be greater.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But to see us at a moment to where we're all successful.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
That's going to be so good.
So good.
Because y'all can buy me all the things I want.
Very rich.
Okay. You better
but
watch the B word.
I want to thank you guys so much. I would not have. This has been amazing. I love y'all, and you guys, we have manifested that one day I will have a live podcast show.
Yes.
And I will have all of these. Y'all know that my dream is to have a talk show.
I know.
Yeah.
How am I have a talk show but I stutter all the time?
That's all right. Steve already had a stutter.
That's a part of talking. That's a part of talking is stuttering.
Jesus.
I love y'all, and y'all will be back. You guys, we will be back after the break for the pit stop moment. Okay? I will see y'all soon.
Come on, pit stop.
All right, y'all, we are back, and it is time to take a pit stop. And this moment is about taking a pause to refuel ourselves to get ready for the remainder of our journey or the remainder of our week. And I'm going to leave you guys with an encouraging moment and something just to carry you through this week. Now, I was in conversation with someone earlier this week, and we were discussing a situation that I had with someone else. And anyone that knows me knows I'm going to always show up and be myself. I don't care who I'm around, and I don't care where I'm at. I'm going to always be Denarian. And I take pride in always showing up authentically. But in this particular situation with the person, I noticed that my body was reacting to that person differently. And I felt myself always being anxious, and I felt myself minimizing who I am, making myself small. And it wasn't until this week, I was like, that is the first situation where I minimized myself, where I did not show up authentically. And to this day, it has never set right with me. And I made a comment. In this new season of my life, I am no longer showing up to make other people comfortable if that means I have to minimize who I am. If a person can't take me in all my glory, in my downs, in my ups, in my laughter, or when I'm just quiet, then I'm not meant to be around them. That's just it. It's a problem that they have, not a problem that I have. And so I want to encourage you guys for this week and even along your journey, show up authentically. Don't let anyone's comfortability dictate your authenticity. If that person does not accept you for who you are in your fullness, then they're not meant to be your friend. They're not meant to be in your inner circle. They're not meant to be your partner. They're not meant for you, because the people that are meant for you will not allow you to minimize yourself. They're going to encourage you to always be yourself, no matter what space you are in, no matter who you're around, and no matter where you're at. They're going to encourage you to be yourself. So I want you guys to take that with you for the remainder of the week and for the remainder of your journey. And thank you guys for tuning in again to Here for the Journey Unfiltered podcast. Remember, we may not have it all figured out, but we are here for the journey. See you next Monday.
We're just living, learning, growing.